I think Oda has to be DJ Khaled's brother. Because every week, I find myself saying,
another one.
Corny as that may be, we got ourselves another legendary chapter, guys. We got another one, literally. 1064, Egghead's Research Stratum. Stratum, I believe, means layers or like, you know, levels of hierarchy in a society. In this case, we're talking about Egghead Island, which later on in the chapter, which we'll get into, we do see a little bit of the levels of society that do exist on Egghead Island. So it's not just Vegapunk living there. There seems to be others living there, but we don't know yet if they're all holograms. Maybe there are some real people there. Who knows? I'm leaning on holograms, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are some other people that are actually alive. That wouldn't be surprising, right? Anyway, the chapter starts off pretty mind-blowing, right? Like the cover page, I think this could be the climax of this cover story, right? Because like, what else are they gonna do? Kuzan, Aokiji, the Blue Pheasant, Mr. Iceman, Sub-Zero, Ice Cream Sandwich is confirmed to be the one who kidnapped Pudding. So we finally got confirmation. I didn't think we were gonna get something so blatantly confirmed, right? Like it's just Kuzan and Von Augur just standing right next to each other on a Blackbeard ship with Pudding as a hostage. Pretty nuts, right? I was not expecting this to just be confirmed like this, but I'm happy with it. Something that makes me nervous though is that I was not expecting Kuzan to be in the vicinity of Law's fight. Is this cover story? Is this a flashback? Is this currently? Is Kuzan on that ship right now? We're gonna have to wait and see, because in this chapter we don't actually see Kuzan in the chapter, so that part worries me. Like, is Kuzan there? It worries me because I'm worried about my boy Law, right? If Kuzan jumps into this fight, it's GG, unless we find out that Law and Kuzan were both part of Sword, right? Because there are those theories out there. So if they're both part of Sword, most likely Kuzan is gonna help Law get out of this alive. And let's get into the chapter, guys. That's enough about the cover story. Let's get into this chapter because it is a good one. So the chapter starts off chaotic as hell, right? Blackbeard is using his Gura Gura powers, and Law might be using his awakening, it seems, right? According to Blackbeard, he is using some kind of awakening. Blackbeard's power is overwhelming, right? Stronger. The horse gets cut in half. Anyway, we got Whale Boy, who in my last video, it was more of a Law video of how Law's gonna get out of this alive, how Law can win. Go check that video out. It did really good. Got a lot of good feedback on it. But Whale Boy on Law's crew, who I said might surprise us all, ended up being first Yonko commander level, and the boy's a beast, right? Whale Boy is a beast. He'll low diff Katakuri, no problem, right? Our boy Whale Boy's using a hydro pump while underwater, which I'm not exactly sure how he's doing that. Is it hockey? Is he a 1/4 of a fishman? Who knows? But we've gotten confirmation that Law's crew are sea battle specialists, right? So if it's a battle on the sea, they're gonna win, because it seems like Law is the only Devil Fruit user, and everybody else is a master in the water, a master at swimming, and a master at using sea battle tactics and using a lot of them to their advantage, right? And we also have Law state that Blackbeard has a lot of anchors on his ship, and by anchors he's talking about all the Devil Fruit users on his ship. You know, they're gonna sink the ship, right? None of them can swim. So we do get that. At least Law is aware of that, which is good, because he's gonna need that info in order to win this battle. We get Polar Bear Man. He's calling some shots, right? I kind of like that, showing that vice captain energy, right? But he has yet to take any physical action. But he does order John Bart to protect Law. He's like, sniper, 3 o'clock! Not sure why Augur doesn't just go for the snipe, though, right? That part was confusing. I'm like, okay, Von Augur, even though John Bart jumped in front of Law, why not just shoot John Bart and then shoot Law right after? Like, take out John Bart. But, I don't know. That part was kind of weird. Von Augur's just like, oh, what a pain. Like, dude, just take the shot. Like, I don't think John Bart has Kaido's skin, right? I'm pretty sure a bullet will go through him. The only theory that I have about this is that maybe Von Augur doesn't have armament hockey, right? maybe they're just normal bullets, and maybe John Bart is just too big, and like he knows the bullet's not really gonna penetrate him. Maybe, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But Law uses an awakening right off the bat, just like I said it in my Law video. Probably not that shocking though, right? So he hits Blackbeard with a shock willy. Blackbeard's feeling it, right? He's like coughing up blood. It's real bad. And then Blackbeard is saying, and then Von Augur makes kind of a comment there that it's kind of patronizing to Blackbeard. He's like, what does he say? He's like, this is what happens for charging in half-cocked. He's pretty much telling Blackbeard, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are we doing this? We don't have our whole crew here. Like, why are we trying to take out Law? The guy's a savage. Pretty much this chapter is really hyping up our boy Law, right? We're seeing that this dude is Yonko level, right? He's a Yonko caliber fighter. So Blackbeard gets hit. He's falling out of the sky, right? And as he's falling, Von Augur catches him. He teleports to him. So we learn a lot in this chapter. We learned that Von Augur can teleport wherever he wants. I guess if he can see it. So he's watching Blackbeard fall, he says warp, and he teleports to Blackbeard's falling body. So one part that was odd though is I wonder why didn't Von Augur just teleport Blackbeard to himself? But he teleported to Blackbeard in order to ask him, what are we gonna do, right? Like, what's the plan? Do we leave? Do we run? And Blackbeard's just like, nope, they're not calling it quits just yet. They came here for a reason, and they're gonna keep fighting. Von Augur teleports Blackbeard right in front of Law. We also get a cut of Sanji's baby mama, right? We get Sanji's baby mama Pudding. She is imprisoned on the ship, and her third eye is looking juicy. Am I right? She mentions that Big Mom still might be alive, right? Meaning that she most likely is, right? If Pudding is saying, oh, she might be alive, she might not. Like, it'd be weird if she's just dead, right? Unless it's for like character development reasons. But I'm assuming Big Mom's still alive, right? We also find out that the people around the world are likely aware that Law was the one who defeated Big Mom. So news has spread. We never really got to read the newspaper, right? We just saw the bounties and stuff like that. But it does seem like it is common knowledge now that Big Mom was defeated specifically by Law and most likely by Kid. I think the world should know that those two were crucial in defeating Big Mom. Anyway, Law and Blackbeard clash. It looks epic, right? It gives me, Shanks versus Whitebeard vibes, Luffy versus Kaido vibes. It's just like two Yonko caliber fighters going at it. The best part is no one was expecting this fight, right? Like, nobody in their mind was thinking this fight was gonna happen anytime soon. Like, nobody even thought this fight would even ever happen, right? Like, Law versus Blackbeard, it just wasn't something that was talked about in the community. But now, just look at this. Look at this surprise fight that is just like taking the world by storm, right? And the world is completely upside down now. And to be honest, this is likely, I'm gonna bet that this is probably the last we're gonna see of this fight for a while. I highly doubt we're gonna see more of this fight in the next chapter, even though that's exactly what I said in the last chapter. But yeah, man, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be surprised, right? Because Oda has been really pushing the pace lately, and I do not mind one bit. So we cut to Akainu, who gets word that Blackbeard and Law have made contact on Winter Island. What is this island of winners, you might be asking? Well, I don't know. But Akainu says that we're forced to wait again. So wait for what? Lots of questions in this panel. What is Winter Island? Wait for what? Wait to get rid of Vegapunk, perhaps? Is that what it is? Is it about the whole Lucci heading to Vegapunk's island? Are they going to put a pause on that? We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we cut back to Egghead Island, and Luffy and the squad have all changed ages, right? Luffy is supposedly 70, but he looks like he's 102, right? Because, like, why does he look so awful when somebody, like, he looks horrible. Like, he looks terrible. And then somebody like Rayleigh, who's 72 or something like that, he's older than 70, and he's freaking ripped. The dude is shredded. So, I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny, I guess. That was pretty odd. But I guess that's why Oda included a possible future in Luffy's age 70 epithet, right? So, Jinbei's looking real young, right? He's like teen Jinbei or like kid Jinbei. And Jinbei also drops some major facts about Kuma. I didn't know that Jinbei knew so much about the guy. Apparently, it is confirmed he was a tyrannical king. Bonnie also drops the truth bomb herself and claims that Kuma is from a special race. Very interesting. He's not a Lunarian, so what race could he be? What race is missing in the world of One Piece? Anyway, another thing that this chapter seems to have a lot of, and it seems like the whole arc is going to as well, is this chapter has a whole lot of booty subtly mixed in to certain panels, which I'll put some pictures up so you can see, but it's pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. Because we usually get Oda showing a lot of cleavage, right? So it looks like he's transitioning from up here to down there, which you know, expect a lot of booty in this arc. Heck, I'm not complaining. So. Anyway, Vegapunk Lilith is flying the other Straw Hats up to Egghead Island to try on their new clothes, right? And as they're going up, they see like the society of people, which are probably holograms. They try on their new clothes. They all look fantastic, right? Zoro and Brook decide to stay on the ship, giving me the feeling that I think Zoro, I'm calling it now, Mr. Krabs, I think that Zoro will be the one that will likely spot Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy, and the Kuma Seraphim probably. I think he's going to be the one to spot him since him and Brook are on the ship outside. He's going to be the one that's going to be like, oh, we got trouble, and we might see that Zoro-Kaku rematch that we've been waiting for since like 2007. So let's go. So the chapter ends with Punk 01 saying that since he's a genius, he can see his own future and that he thinks he will be dead soon. I just wanted you to know about this, Dragon. This is one moment where I am curious to see how the official Viz translations handle this panel, right? Because it's a little bit confusing to me, like the ... dragon. Like, is he talking to Dragon? Is he thinking about Dragon? I'm assuming we're talking about Monkey D. Dragon. He just says Dragon. It's a little weird, right? But I am assuming that Vegapunk and Monkey D. Dragon have some sort of connection, right? They have to. But we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. Awesome chapter. I can't believe we got so much of the Law and Blackbeard fight. I think most of us were not expecting Oda to show us that one so soon. I thought we were going to have to wait a year for that, right? But again, Oda's picking up the pace. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. More One Piece content coming soon. We're on a break now. So, yeah, man. Just a lot of theories, a lot of questions in this chapter, a lot of good info, a lot of new information, but we also got a lot more questions now. So expect some videos coming real soon. Anyway, you know the deal. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, everything. Take care, guys. Peace.